If you're a parent, you've probably faced this question more times than you can count. Should I step in here, or should I step back? It sounds like a simple decision, but in real life, it rarely feels that way. Step in too quickly, and you worry you're doing too much. Step back for too long, and you worry you've done too little. This question carries weight because it feels like more than a moment. It feels like a judgment on your parenting. And over time, that weight builds. Most parenting decisions don't happen in dramatic situations. They happen quietly, in ordinary moments. A child hesitates. A task feels uncomfortable. An emotion starts to rise. Something might escalate, or it might settle on its own. Parents are expected to decide instantly what to do next. At the same time, parents are surrounded by advice. Advice that says don't intervene too much. Advice that says don't let children struggle. Advice that says build independence. Advice that says stay involved. Each message sounds reasonable on its own. Together, they create confusion. So instead of asking what this moment actually needs, parents start asking what the correct response is supposed to be. That shift is subtle, but important. It moves decision-making away from judgment and toward performance. Parenting advice often pushes parents toward extremes. Step in or step back. Intervene or let them learn. Act or wait. But real life doesn't work in extremes. Real moments depend on timing, context, and a child's current capacity. Advice rarely accounts for what has already happened that day. It rarely accounts for fatigue, emotion, stress, or novelty. This isn't because parents lack judgment. It's because judgment has been replaced by rules. When parents feel unsure, action often feels safer than waiting. Stepping in brings immediate relief. It restores order. It reduces discomfort, especially for the parent. But constant intervention has a cost. When parents always step in, children lose opportunities to stay with effort. They lose chances to experience frustration safely. They lose the space to see what they can manage on their own. Parents also lose information. When intervention comes too fast, parents never see what might have happened next. They never see whether the situation would have resolved, shifted, or stabilized on its own. Always doing something can feel responsible. But responsibility doesn't always mean action. Stepping back is often misunderstood. It's not disengagement, it's not absence. It's not indifference. Stepping back means staying present without taking over. Parents are still watching, still attentive, still ready to step in if capacity is exceeded. The difference is restraint. Stepping back allows processes to unfold. It allows emotions to rise and fall naturally. It allows children to remain owners of their experience. This doesn't mean children are left unsupported. It means support is available without being imposed. The decision to step in or step back can't be solved with rules. It requires judgment. Judgment considers timing. Is this moment still manageable? Judgment considers capacity. Can my child handle this right now, given what they've already dealt with today? Judgment considers context. What else is influencing this situation? Where are we? What came before this moment? Judgment is slower than rules, but it's more accurate. Parents who trust judgment intervene less often, but more effectively. They step in when support is truly needed. They step back when space is more helpful. Many parents act out of fear of doing harm, fear of missing something important, fear that one wrong choice will have long-term consequences. But children aren't shaped by single moments. They're shaped by patterns over time. Parents don't need perfect decisions. They need responsiveness. Stepping in too early isn't failure. Stepping back too long isn't failure. Staying rigid out of fear is what creates problems. Another pressure parents face is the belief that good parenting should feel confident in the moment. Many parents assume that uncertainty means they're doing something wrong. In reality, uncertainty often means a moment is nuanced. Complex situations don't come with obvious answers. Learning to tolerate uncertainty is part of good judgment. When parents rush to eliminate uncertainty, they often intervene too soon. When parents learn to sit with uncertainty, decisions become more proportionate. Proportion matters more than perfection. Not every moment needs action. Not every moment needs space. Some moments need brief support. Others need time. Parents who focus on proportion stop treating every interaction as high stakes. Moments feel lighter. Decisions feel less loaded. Children benefit from this too. They experience support that adapts rather than controls. They learn that difficulty doesn't automatically require rescue. Another important distinction is between support and control. Support adds stability without removing ownership. Control replaces the child's role in the moment. Support enters briefly and leaves. Control tends to linger. Support keeps effort with the child. Control shifts effort to the adult. Parents don't usually intend to control. Control often emerges from care and urgency. But over time, it can reduce confidence rather than build it. Support preserves dignity. It allows children to stay engaged without being overridden. Parents also don't need to explain every decision. Over-explaining often comes from uncertainty rather than clarity. Too many words can weaken leadership instead of strengthening it. Clear, calm decisions don't require constant justification. Children don't need to agree with every decision to feel secure. They need steadiness. Parents will sometimes get the timing wrong. That's inevitable. What matters is repair. Repair doesn't require long explanations. It doesn't require revisiting everything. Often it's a brief re-entry, a softened tone, or renewed presence. Repair teaches children that relationships are flexible, not fragile. It teaches them that misalignment doesn't end connection. Parents who repair regularly don't avoid mistakes. They prevent mistakes from hardening into patterns. Not every moment needs closure either. Some moments are unfinished, they settle later, or change shape over time. Forcing resolution can create more tension than allowing space. Letting moments stay unfinished reduces pressure on both parent and child. It allows learning to happen gradually rather than on demand. Confidence in parenting doesn't come from certainty. It comes from trust in judgment. Confidence grows when parents act, observe, and adjust, not when they eliminate uncertainty. When parents stop chasing perfection and start choosing proportion, parenting feels more humane, more sustainable, more grounded. Learning when to step in and when to step back isn't about getting it right every time. It's about staying present, responsive, and willing to adjust. Parenting doesn't require perfect answers. It requires attention. If this way of thinking resonates with you, the book When to Step In and When to Step Back, a calm decision guide for parents, explores these ideas in more depth. The paperback is available on Amazon, and the link is below. If this video helped, consider sharing it with another parent who might need reassurance. You're not meant to have perfect answers. You're meant to lead with attention. Thanks for watching. Liking, sharing, and subscribing really helps.